record on this computer. I guess I need to start with new notebook. So yes. So class, let us start with the new topic. Till now, what we have learned is okay how to do addition of matrix with matrix, matrix with scalar, and matrix with um, vector. That is a one-day matrix, something like that. So let's move for multiplication, addition, and some other things. Class, before that, I simply need to ask a question. Do you have any doubt in this topic? Anyone is having any doubt? Okay, if you don't have any doubt, then please post so, because these concepts are important as far as image processing using NumPy are concerned. No doubt? Okay, thank you. Let's move for multiplication. So I can create a same thing. X is equal to, let us say, np dot arrange. So I'll go with 1 to 10. So it's a matrix. I'm creating a matrix of size 3 cross 3. So I'll reshape it to 3 comma 3. And now I'm going for z is equal to x into 2, and let us print z. So did something wrong? It's not double r, it's single r. So when I'm going for this is a element wise multiplication. So when we say element wise multiplication, it means it will go for every element. So okay, first print well x also, print x. So it's like 1 into 2, 2, 2 into 2, 4, 9 into 2, 18, and so on. This is a element wise multiplication. So when you are multiplying matrix with a scalar, when you are multiplying matrix with a scalar, that scalar will get multiplied with every element in the matrix. That scalar will get multiplied with every element in your matrix, and this is what we get. So this is a code for your reference. So if I want to go for matrix vector multiplication, can I go for that? So it's simple, something like this. So this is my matrix, and my vector is np dot arrange. Let us say 5 comma 9, and let's multiply x with y. Is anything wrong? So 5 comma 9, so there are 4 elements, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So let us reduce it to 8. And now it is okay. Let's print y also for our reference. Print y. So this is 5 into 1, 5, 6 into 2, 12, 7 into 3, 21. Similarly, 5 into 7, 35, 7 into 9, 63, and so on. So the way we can do matrix vector multiplication, sorry, the way we did a matrix and vector addition, similarly matrix and vector multiplication is also done. It is an element by element multiplication, and if I'm going for vector, it is for this vector into first row, then this vector into second row, vector into third row, and so on. So we can multiply scalar with a matrix, we can multiply vector with a matrix, and in both the cases it will be a element by element multiplication. Any doubt in this class? Anyone having any doubt in this? So no doubt. So class, if you do not have a doubt, please post so that I can move for next topic. Class, are you with me? Okay, thank you. So let us go for multiplication of two matrices. So I have, let us say, X is first matrix and I have another matrix Y. So both the matrices are same thing, and now I'm going for Z is equal to X into Y, and I hope everyone knows how matrix multiplication takes place. So let us print Z. Along with Z, let us print X and Y also. X backslash N and print Y. So if you'll observe, this is not a matrix multiplication that you are familiar with. So when we say matrix multiplication, the first thing that comes to your mind is, okay, first row into first column, first row into first column, second row into second column, third row into third column, then second row into first column, second row into second column, third row into third column, and so on. But this is something different. This is first element with first element, second element to second element, third element with third element, and so on. 9 into 9, 81, 8 into 8, 64, 7 into 7, 49, and so on. So when you are going for star, this is not the matrix multiplication you are familiar with. This is a element by element matrix multiplication, element by element multiplication of the two matrices. This is element by element multiplication of two matrices. But if you want the matrix multiplication that you are familiar with, that first row into first column, first row into second column, and so on, then instead of star, we can use at the rate symbol. Instead of star, we go for at the rate symbol. And if I'll print it now it is something like that. First row into first column become this. First row into second column become this number. First row into third column become this number. Then second row into first column become this number, and so on up to third row into third column became this number. So when you're going for matrix multiplication, you should check what kind of matrix multiplication it is you want to go for. You want to go for that element by element multiplication, or you want to go for the matrix multiplication that you are familiar with. So if you want that you are familiar with, you will go for at the rate symbol between, or you will go for at the rate operator between two matrices. And if you want element by element multiplication, you will go for multiplication symbol or star symbol or star operator between two matrices. So these are two different types of matrix multiplications supported by NumPy. So you have to decide which you want to go for. In image processing, normally this element by element multiplication is preferred over conventional matrix multiplication. Any doubt, class? Anyone having any doubt? No? Okay, so Prathana is saying, sir, please go a bit slow. Yes, Prathana, I can go a bit slow. Prathana, is there any point in which you have a doubt, or I'm speaking too fast? First, yeah. Okay, Prathana. Yes, Prathana, is there any point that I should repeat one more time, or you want more clarification or explanation? So it would be a good thing if you'll specify that thing, so I can repeat that point, or I can explain that point one more time. Yes, Prathana, any point that I should explain one more time? Okay, then I'll go will bit so I'll go bit. Any other suggestion or any other comment from anyone else that I should accommodate? If it is, please mention it so that I can accommodate that thing, or I'll go according to your suggestions. No, thank you. So next we'll go for division. It's very important thing again as far as image processing using NumPy is concerned, that we are going to start within few minutes. Let us say we have this array matrix, and what I'm doing is z is equal to x divided by 2. Now there is no need to tell you that this is division. So here every element will be divided by 2. Every element will be divided by 2. So if I'll print z, it's something like this. For our reference, let us print x. Let us print x also. X is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and every element is a division by 2. But image processing, it does not support a numerical. If you want to display an image, then an image pixel value should be either 0 or it should be 1 or 2 or 3 or some number. But it must be an integer number. It cannot be a floating point number. So if I want to divide, but I don't want answer in floating point. I don't want answer in floating point. Then what can I do is, instead of going for a single division operator, I'll go for double slash, double slash. So here it was single slash, now we are having double slash. So now we can observe 1 divided by 2, 0 0.5 converted to 0. 8 divided by 2, 4, it's okay. 9 divided by 2, 4.5 converted to 4. So that way you can do. So whenever you want to do with, say it's like after division, what you want answer in floating point or you want answer in integer. If you want answer in integer, we can, instead of going for a single slash, we can go for double slash. So it's a double division operator and you will get answers in integer. And if you go for single slash as a single division operator, it will give you integer answers in floating points according to your requirement. Okay, so Aaron is asking that, okay, he is having some doubt with at the rate part. Okay, electricity event. See, when we are going for star means multiplication of two matrices. It's a multiplication operator, but it multiplies corresponding elements. For example, element at 0, 0, 0 location of matrix X will get multiplied with element of location 0, 0 of matrix Y. Element of location 1, 2 of matrix X will get multiplied with element at location 1, 2 of matrix Y. Element at location 2, 2 of matrix X will get multiplied with element of location 2, 2 in matrix Y, and so on. Means corresponding elements of two matrices are multiplied when we are going for star operator. But if you want your the matrix multiplication that you normally go for, it's like a first row into first column. First row into first column will become our first element. First row into second column will become our second element. First row into third column will become our third element. Second row into first column will become our this element, and so on. Then we will go for at the rate operator. That is a matrix multiplication that you are familiar with. So if you want that kind of matrix multiplication, you will go with at the rate symbol. And for element by element multiplication, you will go for star symbol or asterisk symbol. So these are the two different types of multiplications, star and at the rate. Aaron, I hope I solved your doubt. Okay, thank you, Aaron. So similarly, I can go for matrix vector matrix division also. Let us say we have two matrices. and instead of multiplication I'm going for division. So this is a matrix, this is a vector, and I can go for division also, and instead of division I can even go for double division symbol, and it can become something like this also. So the way we can go for matrix addition, matrix vector addition, matrix scalar addition, we can go for same thing with multiplication operator and division operator also without any problem. So class, any if you don't have any doubt in till this part, then let us go with image processing using NumPy. So let's revise something that we did in previous lecture. Which three libraries we should use? First thing is from PIL we will import image, and then we'll import NumPy as NP, and finally we will import matplotlib.pyplot as PLT. Matplotlib is only used for displaying the images and their results so that we can understand what's going on, nothing else. Now read the image. Image is equal to image dot open. So we'll open that 4.jpg, convert that image into image array. Image array is equal to np dot as array. So image will be converted into numpy array, and then we can display that image using plt im show. To im show we are supposed to pass image array, and finally plt dot show. This will display the image. Class, anyone wants to share some other image for our operations that is clicked by that particular student, but you are not copied it from somewhere else, then you are most welcome. Then you are most welcome. Please post that image on a group, but make sure that image is decent image. I can use it as a or a part of our learning process. Okay. Now let us go for addition of images and so on using NumPy. So we have two images, image number 4 and image number 5. Let us, so we have one image post. Nice one. Let me download this image. Oh, there is one more image. Ashwini, is this image clicked by you only? And what about me? This photo is clicked by you only? Okay, Ashwini, nice one. Okay, so we'll try to use both the images in today's session. Okay, let me download the image. I'll name it as a 7 and another image as 8. And after download is done, so we have so many images. Okay, okay. Let me download these images, and let us see how many images we can use in today's session and in upcoming sessions. So we really have good photographers in our group. Nikhil, nice one. And this from Shubham. Yajnath, which photo is this? Okay, so I have downloaded all the images. Thank you. So after this, my next step should be importing all the images in our folder. So from download, image number 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and open. So we have images 7, 8, 9, and we have 10.jpg and 11.jpg. Okay, let us try to open some image. We'll go with 7. So this is our image that we are displaying. Let us go with, okay, now we want to add two images together. So we need to read those two images and we want to display those images together over here. So let us consider this as a image underscore 1. So this is our first image which we are converting to image array 1, and we should have another image. So image 2, let it be 8.jpg, and we are converting it to image array 2 for our reference. And now we want to display two images side by side. So what we can do is we need to go for subplot. So plt dot subplots, where we will say n rows. Let us say we want only one rows, and n calls, we want two columns, one row and two columns. And next thing is plt dot subplot. Here s is missing, and here what we are saying, in one row, I know there are one rows and two columns. In first slot, I'll go with image array 1, and similarly copy and paste. We'll say in there is one row and two columns. In second slot, I want image array 2, and finally plt dot show. This is something that we did in last session. So this is one image, this is another image, and now we want to add these two images using numpy. We want to add these two images using numpy. So what we can do is something like this. Okay, I'll copy paste this code. So what is the first thing that you should do? It you are supposed to resize the image. You are supposed to resize the image so that both the images should be of same size. That is the basic requirement if we want to add two images. Why? Because if we are adding two images, means we are trying to add two matrices, so they should have same size. So resize it are using resize method, and to resize method we are supposed to pass the size after resize. So let us say 400 cross 400. So now image 1 after resize will be of size 400 comma 400, and you can see from here both the images are of not same size. So I'll resize the image 2 also, and now run the code. Now both the images are of same size. Now let us go for 3 columns, because then we want to display 3 images. Na? Image 1, image 2, and addition of 2 images. Image 1, image 2, and addition of 2 images. So the simplest thing that we can do is image array underscore 3 is equal to image array underscore 1 plus image array underscore 2. So we are simply adding 2 images, and now there is 1 row and 3 columns. In first part I want to display image 1. In second part I want to display image 2, and in third part I want to display addition of 2 images, that is image array 3. Did something wrong? Ah, uh, okay. Now I know what was the mistake. So I was modifying the code in different column, or say wrong column. So there should be resize and resize and 3. So one more mistake. Ah, it should be 3. And now, yes, okay. Let me zoom my screen. Now we can see over here. This addition is disaster. We even don't know what is happening. And why it happened? Because while addition, what we simply add the image, and this destroyed the entire thing. Why? Because say any pixel should have any pixel in image will have a value between 0 to 255. So let us say two pixels are having value say 180, 180. If we'll add it, it become 360. And since it is 180 plus 180, it becomes 360. So 360 is about 250, 255. It does not work. So basically, if you want to add two images, directly adding two images is not a good idea. The simplest idea is that you should give equal weightage to both the images. So I'll divide first image by 2 and I'll divide second image by 2. Or to be more precise, we can do something like this. Multiply first image by 0.5. So I'll reduce every value to half and multiply second image by 0.5. That is reduce every image to again half. But it does not work properly. Oh, which cell did I run? Okay, I tried to run this cell. But there is no output. Why? Because if I'm multiplying something by 0.5, if I'm multiplying something by 0.5, the result is floating point number. The result is floating point number. Am I right? Because if it is 16 into 0.5 is 8. But again, it is a floating number. So if you want to add two images by giving equal weightage, multiplying by 0.5 is not a good idea. Multiplying by 0.5 is not a good idea. The alternative idea is instead of multiplying it by 0.5, I can divide it by 2. But instead of using single division operator, I'm going for double division operator. And now if I'll add it, if I'll run it, now you can see the output. If you'll see, so some part from first image, some part from second image, and so both is there with some output, but it is better than previous one. But it is somewhat better than previous one, but we want still further better. We want further better output. So what we can do now, it's like we can give more weightage to one image. So here what we did, we divide first image by 2 and divide second image by 2 also. That is similar to multiplying first by 0.5 and multiplying second by 0.5 and then adding. It was like giving same weightage or equal weightage to both the images, which is not a good idea. What if I want to give same weightage to both the images? What if I want to give different weightages to different images? So what I'm expecting is something like this. So what I'm expecting is something like this. Let us say I want to give 30% weight to first image and 70% weight to second image while multiplying or while addition. But we know that we cannot directly go for multiplying by a decimal number because that is not supported by Python. Class, is everyone with me till now? If you have any doubt, please post so. Ah, okay. Let me explain that part one more time with one simple example. Let us say we have an image one. Forget about all other things. Let me go with very simple thing first. let us say I have only one image array 1, and now if I'll try to multiply it with 0.5, something like this. I'm trying to multiply it with 0.5, something like this, and I'm trying to print it. So what it tells us is clipping input data in a valid range for floats for integer. So what it says that, okay, our numbers are integer numbers. Our numbers are now, since we have multiplied by 0.5, it's a integer into floating multiplication. So when you multiply integer by floating point, the resultant array will be a floating array. If you are multiplying integer matrix by a floating point number, the resultant matrix will be a floating point matrix. And it says that, okay, it is not supported. We cannot consider that as a image matrix and display it. It is not supported. It must be a integer value. It must be a integer value. So if I'll divide by 2, multiplying by 0.5 is similar to divide by 2. But again, same thing. It is a floating point number. But what we want is integer value. So we'll go for double slash. And we have our array. So you can observe the image is bright image and the image is dark image over here. We are reducing the intensity values. We are reducing the intensity values. And what happens in case of double slash is something what we observe over here. So if I divide a array by 2, number becomes floating point numbers. But instead of dividing by 2, if I'm using double slash operator, double division operator, then it takes only integer part. It crops the remaining part. It takes only integer part and it crops the remaining part. That is, if it's 1.4, it will keep only 1. If it is 1.6, it will keep it only 1. Means any point after floating point is eliminated to convert that floating point number into integer. And that's why the image can be that's why the image array is now a integer array. That's why this array is now a integer matrix, and that can be displayed over here. That can be displayed over here. So that happens. So that's why we go for double division. That's why we go for double division instead of single division. We get an integer value. Shantanu, any doubt? Okay, thank you, Shantanu. So let us go for this thing one more time. So instead of now, what was our requirement? So our requirement was something like this. So what we want here, when we are dividing both the images by same number, or we are multiplying both the images by same number, it means what? We are giving equal weightage to both the images. We are giving equal weightage to both the images. But what we want to give 30% weightage to first image and 70% weightage to second image. What we want to do is we want to give 30% weightage to first image and 70% weightage to second image. Can we do it? Yes. In that case, we want supposed to convert floating point matrix into integer matrix. What we are supposed to do is we are supposed to convert floating point matrix into integer matrix. So how can we convert floating point matrix into integer matrix? It is a simple thing. It is np dot as array. So we are multiplying this matrix by 0.3 and we are saying that the data type that we want is int. The data type that we want is int. So please convert. So if we'll multiply our matrix 1 or image array 1 with 0.3, it becomes floating point array. But what we want is a integer array. So please convert it into integer array. So after multiplication, we got a floating point array, and since we want data type to be integer, array will be converted into int. Again, do the same thing for this thing. So multiply it by 0.7 and after that convert it to int. So that's what we are asking it to do, and let us print it. And now if you can observe over here, the image is clear. Now you can see over here, this was our original image, this is another image, and now it's like, okay, something is dimming about, I want Butta, I want cons and something like that. We can further change the image. It's like instead of 30% weightage, I want to give 20% weightage to first image and 80% weightage to second image, and we can have something like this, and so on. So basically, what we can do is, we can, while adding the image, we can give different weights to the image and we can get different results. So depending on our requirement, let us try it with our image number 4 and image number 5. What will happen if we'll give different weights to image number 4 and image number 5? So this is image number 4, this is image number 5, and if I'll run it, so now you can see it's something like this. So something is appearing on the sky, in the sky. So if you want, you can take something like a UFO kind of image, add these two images and say, okay, while I was taking a photo, there was a UFO and it was light, something kind of thing. So you can create such effects and so on. And when you are doing such things become easy, difficult to trace also, that whether the image is morphed image or something like that. So any doubt, class? So most of the images that people have posted about UFO and all, and ultimately those images are it's like detected as those were morphed images or falsified images. But yes, you can do something like which will be very difficult to identify, and with NumPy you can do such things. Yet many number of things are remaining to be covered. Class, any doubt in this point? Do you want few minutes to deal with this thing or experiment with this thing? Let me copy paste the code for you guys. So now codes will be available. Now codes are available in a group. Do you want few minutes to play with this thing, class? So that you can work, or you can work on images available with you or do something like that. Class, please respond that whether you want few minutes or not, so that I can accordingly take a decision whether to give 2 minutes to you or start with next topic. Okay, Shubham, you want few minutes? Abhishek, you also want few minutes? Okay, class, you have few minutes. Please go with it. Let us do this thing in a loop. Let us do this thing in a loop. I'm copy pasting in the entire thing now. So what we want to do is something like this. Uh, Here I'm creating an array. Let us say array of weights. So weights is equal to, let's, I'm saying np dot arrange. So I want to create from a 0.2 up to 0.9, and I want the increment of let us say 0.1, something like that. And let us print weights. Okay. Time being, let us comment remaining code and see what we have did is something like this. Weights are 0.2, 0.3 up to 0.8. Let us make it 1.0. So it is something like this. So what I want is I'll put entire this thing in a loop. I'll put entire this thing in a loop. So where initially we'll give weight 0.2 to first image, and the second image will have 1 minus 0.2, that is 80. Then 0.3 weight to first image, the second image will have 1 minus 0.3. So basically slowly we will increase the weight of first image and decrease the weight of second image, and let us see the effect, and let us see the effect what happened. So what we are supposed to do is slowly in a for loop increase the weight of first image and decrease the weight of second image. So what we are going to do is for let us say x in weights, what we are doing is for x in weight, instead of multiplying it 0.2, we will multiply it by x. That is, it will be multiplied by 0.2, then 0.3, then 0.4, then 0.5, so basically we are increasing the weight of first image. And similarly we will multiply second by 1 minus x. So it will be 1 minus 0.2, 1 minus 0.3, 1 minus 0.7 up to. So basically slowly we are decreasing the weight of image number 2. So if I'll run this thing, I'll get something like this. See, in first image, initially, okay, we have a bridge with some light thing. Slowly, if we'll go forward, the bridge will become more darker, and this thing will become, the person is become invisible. So it's like after particular time period, initially second image is dominating, and after particular time period, sorry, initially second image was dominating, and after particular time period first image is dominating. Why? Because we decreased the weight of second image and we increased the weight of first image. So and now you can see kaun sa अच्छा लगेगा, and so on. So instead of 6, 4 and 5, let us go with 7 and 8. Another image. And now, oh, so you can see what is happening. So the person was standing in a gallery and thinking of, okay, I want to eat this thing. Slowly. Only this thing is remaining. Now the person is thinking, what are we khayenge? Barish acha ho raha hai. It's a good time. So mama, I want this thing. Something like that. So you can go with 7 and 8. We have more images like 8 and 9 also. It's not something good. I'll go with 9 and 10. So basically you can try it with different things. Let us try this 10 with 4, 5. So it's like, I don't know now what the person is trying to click the photo, but it's like something different. So basically you can try all these things, so where you can get a good effect out of this thing. So basically you can put it in a loop, and then you can check what is the effect that you are getting, and whether you want that thing or something else. If you want it to increase it more gradually, then what we can do is, instead of going for a step size of 0.1, we can go with a step size of 0.05. So there will be more number of changes now. Uh, any one of you, have you seen that Mummy Part 1 movie? It's a very old movie, I know. But in that movie, there is a effect where they can see that, okay, something is coming out of the image. It's like when they are going for Hamunaptra, yes, Hamunaptra. When they are going for Hamunaptra, so they says, okay, wait here and see. And they sees that, okay, the sun is rising, and in front of that, okay, the entire structure is becoming visible. So if you want, you can create such kind of effects using this thing. You can create such kind of effects using this thing, and so on. So how can you create such kind of effects? So for that, okay, before that, class, any doubt in this topic till now? How you can use this thing? So that I can move to next point. That is the second last point of our session, creating the GIF files. Class, any doubt? you can create GIFs, and then we will merge a GIF with our images effects. End out class? No? Okay. So I can simply search on Google something like this. The codes are available. Uh, Before that, let me post this code in our group so that those who wish, they can try both the codes. Giving the, okay, for weightage, the code is already available with you, I guess. And the, yes. So Python, in Python, we have a PIL library, and let us say create GIF. So if you have some images with you, you can directly create GIFs in a coding itself. It is not a big thing to do. Um, but just ensure that you are using recent years documents. Otherwise, you will end up with old versions, and those versions are not, it's like not compatible, or the codes are not compatible with the current version. Plus, you can see my screen now. So, can you see the screen of that Python programming dot altarvista.org? Yes, class. Okay, thank you. So there are many codes. So someone was asking, sir, can we add text and so all? So yes, you can do and convert, create a GIF also. Then we can use these things also. There are a number of codes and helps available. So this is a GIF where ball is moving from one direction to another direction and so on. So you're creating the image, and this is another part where they are giving such kind of effects. So let us go with this code. First, I'll run the code, and then we'll see, we'll understand the code. So what we are doing over here, it's like there is no output, but there should be pillow dot image underscore dot GIF that is created. Let us see whether the image is created or not. It is pillow underscore image dot GIF. So it will be somewhere in my folder over here. Let me share this file in a group. So I'm attaching that GIF file in a group. Oh, it's blank, I guess. So class, are you with me? So basically what they are trying to do is from PIL, they are importing image and image draw. So basically what they are trying to do is they are trying to append all the images in an array. They are trying to append all the images in an array, and then they are saving those images as GIF file. Then they are trying to save those images as a GIF file. So here image of 0.save, and then what they are saying that, okay, I want it for 40 seconds, whether you want a loop or not, whether you want to optimize it or not, and so on. So basically if we have multiple images, we can add those images in a array or in a list, and then we can save that list over here. So for your reference, I'm copy pasting these links also, and that will be a task for you for today's task. That can you create the effects? Can you create the various effects and post the and convert those images in a GIF or not? Something like this and so on. So if you can do it, then we can say that yes, you can apply the things that you have learned in a class.